welcome back to TechMapper. In continuation of our series Scala Programming, I have come up with another concept of functional programming in Scala. Functional programming is a way of writing computer programs as the evaluation of mathematical functions which avoids changing the state or mutating of data. The programs are constructed using pure function and impure functions. Functional programs are always declarative, where the programming is done with declarations and expressions instead of statements. Functional programming categorized into two groups, which are pure function and another is impure function. If you are aiming to write a clean and predictable code, understanding pure and impure function is essential. Now, let's talk about pure function. In simple terms, a pure function is one that does two things. It always gives the same output for same input, no matter what, and it does not change anything outside its own scope. Pure function does not allow any side effect or it do not give any side effect when it is called, like modifies an existing variable, read from a file or writes to a file, modifies data structure, or modifies an object. These side effects are not available in the pure function, but impure function is incomplete without these side effects. So the output of the pure function depend only on the input parameters. Now let's take an example that we are given here on the screen. Now we have a function named add that takes two parameters a and another is b and return their sum, which is a plus b. You can see this function, this output depend only on its input. The output will be same even if it is called 100 times. So pure functions are especially valuable because they are consistent and reliable, and since they do not depend on external factors, they are also easy to test. Pure function matters most because their consistency, reliability, thread safety, reusability, and of course, it do not depend on external factors. Alright, now let's talk about impure function. Impure function a bit contrast to pure function. An impure function is any function that in addition returning result also has a side effect. A side effect can be anything from modifying variable outside its scope to reading a file or writing to a file, a database, or even making a network calls. Now let's take an example to understand the impure function. Here we have variable counter outside the function, and our increment counter function modifies this external variable by adding 1 to it every time it is called. This function is impure because it depends on external parameter and also changes. Every time you call increment counter, you will get a different result. We have discussed pure and impure function till now. You might be wondering, should I always use pure function? And the answer is not. Necessarily, both pure function and impure function have their places. If you are doing data transformations, calculations, or anything where predictability and testability are top priorities, so the pure function are ideal for those. However, when you need to interact with the other world or the outside world, like saving data, logging errors, or fetching information from an API, then impure functions are necessary. The key is to limit their use and isolate them whenever possible. And that wrap our deep dive into the pure and impure function in Scala. Remember, pure function make your code predictable, testable, and easy to debug, while impure functions are best used when you need to interact with the external system. By balancing these two types of functions, you can write clean, maintainable Scala code. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more Scala and functional programming tutorials. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.